From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network and Troy campuses around the world, this is Troy TrojanVision Weekly.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision Weekly. We're glad you joined us for this look at what's happening in and around Troy University. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. Well, last Saturday, high school students visited the Troy campus to get a taste of what the school has to offer as they prepare to make the decision of what college they wish to attend. Nathaniel Rodriguez has the details from Spring Trojan Day.
Prospective students visited Troy University for Trojan Day, an event aimed at giving information about the campus and its organizations. The visiting students were able to attend a browse session that included 115 of Troy University's academic departments and student organizations. Both Troy personnel and prospective students expressed their satisfaction with the event.
We've had a great crowd, lots of wonderful people coming up, introducing themselves and getting information about the School of Music and about Troy University in general.
Everyone's welcoming. Like everyone that's endorsing a club is very welcoming, and I enjoy that.
In addition to seeing Troy and its organizations, there was a session headed by Tiffany Schmidt, Director of Enrollment Services, concerning the admissions process and scholarship opportunities. According to Troy faculty and staff, the information gained through Trojan Day solidifies students' opinions about Troy.
Trojan Day was seeing all the stuff we have here really helps the whole university. But we have a first contact with people in our department. We're not really a department, but we're a minor, a program. And so it gives us a chance. So the people will say, I didn't know about that. I wish I didn't know that. We try to tell many people up front.
What we find when we research why people select Troy University compared to other potential universities, other very fine schools, is that if they come to the campus and they actually see it, they are likely to just fall in love with it.
Troy personnel also say the incoming class will be a good addition to the university.
I think it's a very good class. I think it may be one of the academically most talented classes we've enrolled. And preliminarily, I think I can say that based on test scores and GPAs.
We've had all kinds of students. We've had some with, I think a lot of them with tremendous potential. We're getting awfully good students at Troy University.
Nathaniel Rodriguez, Troy TrojanVision News.
And while many of those students were trying to figure out their initial college plans, for many, Troy University is the second stop in their post-high school careers. Last Friday, Troy University held a transfer day for students who may be interested in making a move to Troy University. Kawana Clark has the story.
With fall semester quickly approaching, transfer students from all over the country gather at Trojan Center Theater for Transfer Day.
This is our transfer day where we bring prospective transfer students, be it a community college or another four-year institution, to Troy, show them around, really get an opportunity to put our best foot forward and make sure that Troy is a good fit for them.
The informational session allowed participants to learn about financial aid, scholarships, housing, and campus organizations.
Our goal is twofold. For one, for students who have already decided to come to Troy, we want them to get comfortable, to make sure when they come in the summer for impact or when they come in the fall that they feel really comfortable where they are with their surroundings. And those for students who are still trying to decide if Troy is the right fit for them, we want to give them the opportunity to show them that it is. We want them to meet academic faculty. We want them to get a lot about to learn about housing, to meet with the student panel. We want these students to really see why Troy is the place for them to continue their higher education.
With more events planned throughout the day, future exercise science major Tori Cruz explains why she chose Troy.
My mom went to school here in 1982, and it's got a really good social feel, really easy to get involved.
Although there were cloudy skies, it didn't stop students from learning about what Troy has to offer.
I learned a lot from the students that actually attend here. It's good to hear their perspective on the school.
Kawana Clark, Troy TrojanVision News.
Saturday was a busy day on Troy's campus because along with Trojan Day, the annual Relay for Life was held in Sartain Hall, raising money for the American Cancer Society. Deborah Bogart has the details.
Troy University was a hustle and bustle on Saturday as students, faculty, and staff walked laps for cancer research. March 19th was the annual Relay for Life, and President of Colleges Against Cancer, Avalon Dudensky, said it was a day full of fun and fundraising.
We have had 34 registered teams show up that represent student organizations as well as faculty and staff teams that are here all to raise money for the American Cancer Society. We have these minute-to-minute games. In about half an hour, we're going to have Blake Swicord and Patrick Rogers come out and play to entertain us and provide some live entertainment. We also have a couple theme laps that are going to happen.
The hope that binds us together was this year's theme, and all teams participated by representing a country at the event. There was coffee available at Colombia's table, fruit kebabs from the Bahamas, tacos from Mexico, and many more.
We're in Italy, and we kind of decorated the table with pasta, little photo booth props. We were selling pizza, got some lights and the banner with the flag on it.
And while the Relay for Life booths gave the students the chance to tour the world, some Relay for Life attendees got to view a new world themselves, college. That's right, March 19th doubled as Spring Preview Day, and Dudinsky felt the presence of prospective students had a positive impact on Relay for Life.
I know a couple of families that came in, and they were from Chicago, and so they came in and bought ping pong balls for their student that's an incoming freshman. So I think it is beneficial to have the added exposure of having Spring Preview Day and all those extra families and students on campus.
$22,291.15 was raised, surpassing the set goal of $20,000. Deborah Bogart, Troy, Trojan Vision News.
Well, Troy University has been recognized nationally as a Tree Campus USA for its efforts in preserving nature through the use of trees. Monday afternoon, some Troy University students added to that effort with some new greenery for campus. Seth Hawk has the details.
Monday afternoon, Troy University students did something that may not seem like much, but is actually a great help to Troy's commitment to campus beauty. They planted a tree.
This event, this program allows for us to kind of kill two birds with one stone, so to speak, and get out and build a urban ecosystem of trees and kind of mitigate some of the effects of parking lots and buildings and things like that.
Troy University is a part of Tree USA, which has a mission to beautify not just Troy, but the entire United States.
I think it's a great mission. It helps the environment around campus. There's not many trees as is, and especially with expanding of parking lots.
Now, there is no doubt in anyone's mind that Troy University's campus has many, many trees, but Tree USA's mission still stands strong.
So it's a collaboration of universities that are in partnership to promote trees and natural spaces on their college campuses.
This was a new experience for one Troy student who says she has never picked up a shovel before Monday.
I had a lot of fun. Yeah, it's the first time I've ever used a shovel. So,
although one tree has been planted, the planting is still not over for Troy's campus. Seth Hawk, Troy, Trojan Vision News.
For many Troy University students, the only way they can attend college is by getting a scholarship. However, many of those students don't know exactly who may be behind that scholarship money. Well, last Saturday, students who have received a scholarship at Troy were invited to a brunch where they got to meet the groups or individuals responsible for their scholarship money. Austin Cofield has the details.
Saturday morning, Troy University welcomed Kathy Murphy to the 2016 Scholarship Brunch as an honorary speaker.
I'm going to talk today about how important the experiences that we have in life are, how important the people who come into our path really are. And I'm going to just take a quick stroll through this university in 1977 through 1981 and talk about this university and its impact on my life and the people for whom I came into contact and the ways in which they impacted my life.
Accompanying Murphy is her daughter, another Troy University graduate who, like her mother, would not have been able to attend Troy University without a scholarship.
Well, the speech is about how much the scholarship impacted my mother and how it impacted me in my life. My mom actually came to Troy because she got a full tuition scholarship, and that's the only way. She was the first graduate from our family from a university. So the scholarship really impacted her because she actually got to go to college and graduate.
Murphy spoke about how much the scholarship meant to her and her daughter, and how she was able to graduate Troy University and use the knowledge and experiences she gained to become a superintendent over the Hoover City Schools, in charge of 14,000 students in 17 schools.
I feel a bit like it's Oz to get that brain, that heart, and that courage, and to be able to put that together in a skill set that's allowed me significant success.
Austin Cofield, Troy, TrojanVision News.
Troy University's Miss Elite Society is a student group formed to help build empowerment in young women on campus. Thursday night, the society honored its members for their year of work. Alex Robertson has the story.
35 dedicated young ladies proved that they have what it takes to be a part of Miss Elite.
Miss Elite Society is an all-female service organization here on campus. We were founded in 2011. We do a lot of community service in the community. We tutor and mentor the students and the local youth in the Pike County community at the Pike County Boys and Girls Club, as well as the Christian Love Community Center. We do house several events on campus. We are very involved, to say the least.
These ladies were awarded with the Miss Elite pin and flags for their hard work and dedication towards the organization.
Well, as I said when I spoke to the group, one of the things that makes me the most proud is that they had the initiative to start this group themselves. No faculty member or advisor started it. They chose to start the group themselves and establish their goals and creed and everything else. And so I just think that it's the most wonderful thing that a young person can do, to try to give back. You know, we've all been blessed, but we're blessed to be a blessing.
The official motto for Miss Elite is to motivate and instill sophisticated students into an elite society, but I feel I take on an approach that Miss Elite's motto is to help others as others have helped us. So as I have grown into a leader, my duty as an elite member is to go back and look at my members and say, well, who can I help bring them to the level that I am here today?
Alex Robertson, Troy, TrojanVision News.
We're going to take a short break, but when we return, we'll see how Troy University students got into the spirit of Easter. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
This is Dr. Daniel Smith. He's an expert in domestic and international economics. But his proudest achievement is connecting with his students and helping them accomplish more than they ever thought possible. That's the warrior spirit, and it's alive and well at Troy University. Feel it at troy.edu/spirit.
So they say it's a man's world? I don't see anybody's name on it.
While they were doing their thing, we slowly changed ours.
Today, women can do anything men can do. And there's one thing we're even better at.
Now back to Troy TrojanVision News Weekly.
Easter is this Sunday. However, on Tuesday night, some students from Troy University's Newman Center shared the story of the religious origins of the holiday. Christy Henderson has the story.
During Lent, Christians often reflect on Jesus Christ's life, suffering, and death. To better understand his passion, students of Troy University's St. Martin of Tours Newman Center prepared a live Stations of the Cross performance during Holy Week Tuesday night.
This is when we reenact the Passion of Christ from the Garden of Gethsemane to his actual crucifixion. We do this as sort of a religious reminder of our thing, and it's also a more amplified version of the regular Stations of the Cross, which is a religious devotion.
Rodriguez expressed the process that he had to go through while he was preparing to get in the right state of mind for his performance.
It's been a lot of fun, but it really is kind of a experience. There was a moment where in practice I did kind of tear up a bit during when Jesus encounters his mother Mary. So, you know, even though you wouldn't think it's that intensive, I mean, this isn't The Passion of the Christ by Mel Gibson, it is sort of something that makes you think when you're in it.
And if you're a student who's looking to get involved with this type of performance, the live stations of the cross performances have been going on for a while now and are sure to continue throughout the years.
We've done it probably the last 15, 20 years actually, and we usually have college students that put it on. So I've done it the last 4 years.
Students that participated in this year's performance say they can't wait to see what next year's performance has in store. Christy Henderson, Troy, Trojan Vision News.
And on Wednesday morning, the religious message of Easter combined with the secular celebration of the holiday as Troy's Wesley Foundation handed out Easter eggs with a special note. Samantha Charles has the details.
The Wesley Foundation is a religious organization on Troy University's campus known for its Bible studies and free dinners. However, in honor of Holy Week, they decided to do something a little different.
We just wanted to do something fun for Easter, and who doesn't like Easter eggs? So we just wanted a little gift from us at the Wesley to everyone on campus.
With the Easter holiday coming up, members of the Wesley Foundation sat out on the quad and handed out plastic Easter eggs filled with candy and a Bible verse.
The Wesley Foundation is holding a drive to give out just Easter egg hunts to anyone that they see on the campus. They're doing it to really just get their name out and also just, kind of like a pick-me-up for the students.
It's just candy and then a nice little greeting to say, hey, we're here on campus from the Wesley, like Happy Easter from the Wesley. Hope you think of us next time you're out and about and maybe want to try out a different campus ministry.
One student explained why this small act of kindness made her day.
I walked by and I was like, what's with the Easter eggs? And I asked them and they told me, just, to brighten up your day and to, wish you a very good Easter. I think it's really cool that they are trying to just pick up everyone's spirit in just such a simple way by giving me an Easter egg. I thought that was really cool.
And Easter eggs became the focus for the members of Troy University's faculty, staff, and students. Their children got to do Easter egg hunt courtesy of the Student Government Association. Natasha Sims has the story.
The Student Government Association held its annual Easter egg hunt event where they invite all faculty and staff along with their kids to participate in finding Easter eggs hidden outside.
And it's a really big thing for the SGA because we do a lot of work that is very professional, and we don't get to have a lot of time where we just smiles and giggles, but this is a time where we get to see the kids, the little kids smile, the parents smile. We feel like we're doing something not only for the Troy University, but for the community.
During the Easter egg hunt, SGA allowed the Easter Bunny to come out and play with the kids. Also, there was face painting and coloring before the hunt began.
Especially being in a really good community, being able to get out and interact with other people, it's good to be able to see other faces, people that I've known for years, just the different families, and then of course my students out here as well. So it's just good to be able to get out here and my child have a good time.
Even though the parents enjoyed watching their kids have fun, some kids enjoyed this event more than others.
Having fun finding eggs.
Other staff members of SGA helped put this event together also. This gave them a great feeling inside that they can put time away to bring enjoyment to other people.
A lot of teachers and students got to bring their kids out, and it's just really fun to get to see them be a part of something with their kids on campus because they're teaching us, and but their kids are in schools and stuff, and so it's cool to be able to include their children and do something on campus and be able to give back to them a little bit to be able to do something like that.
Natasha Sims, Troy, Trojan Vision News.
We're going to take another quick break, but when we come back, we'll hear some offerings from our friends at Troy Public Radio, so don't touch that dial.
You make me wear my bike helmet. Taught me never to run with scissors.
You tell me to stay away from drugs.
To always buckle my seatbelt. And to follow the swimming rules.
You're always looking out for me and trying to keep me safe.
So why do you keep a loaded gun in your drawer? Here in the garage.
Closet. Shoebox under the bed.
Where anyone can get to it. How safe is that?
How safe is that?
How safe is that?
You asked them to follow some safety rules. Now they're asking you. In fact, they're counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. If you own a firearm and are not using it, please be responsible and be sure that it's stored in a safe place. Remember, always, lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org.
Now back to Troy Trojan Vision News Weekly.
Each week we take some time to hear the work done by our broadcast partners at Troy Public Radio. As we do each week, we'll get another sample of Talk of Troy, the student-produced newscast of Troy Public Radio. Let's take a listen.
It's the Talk of Troy. Voices and sounds from the campuses of Troy University. I'm Grishma Rimal. Last month, some students in high school and middle school visited the Troy campus to experience the process of creating visual art, and producer Tara Brown has the story.
Larry Percy is an associate professor in the Department of Art and Design. He says the goal of Trojan Art Day is to change the perspective of the 300 students who attended.
We just want them to come in and have their eyes open to all the opportunities there are in the arts.
Percy says after Trojan Art Day, some students are on a new career path.
It's kind of a revelation to them that all the different things that can be done within the arts, from graphic design to the fine art side, creating artwork.
More information about Trojan Art Day and the visual art program can be found at troy.edu/news. For the Talk of Troy, I'm Tara Brown.
128 miles. It's not a distance everyone would want to walk all at once, but 30 brothers of the Alpha Tau Omega fraternity at Troy made that long journey over the course of 6 days. They walked to raise money for wounded veterans, and for Ryan Renfro, it was no easy feat.
That first night I sat down and I remember trying to eat. I was so tight and so sore I couldn't even lift my shoulders.
The group started off at the main campus in Troy and fought their way through blisters and lower back pain to keep mental focus and reach the finish line in Panama City Beach, Florida.
When one guy would get down, we'd, come on man, keep it up, keep walking, one foot in front of the other. And that was the biggest thing for me.
The Walk Hard Philanthropy raised over $28,000 in donations. I'm Grishma Rimal, and you've been listening to The Talk of Troy, a production of Troy Public Radio.
Throughout the week, Troy Public Radio can be heard on 89.9 in Troy and Montgomery, 88.7 in Dothan, and 91.7 in Phoenix City. Well, it's time for our last break, but when we return, we'll learn about the Spring Career Fair coming up this week. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Mom, can we get some ice cream?
Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
This is Dekise. She has her bachelor's degree from Troy University and is now pursuing her master's online to grow her career. Soon, she'll have a prestigious graduate degree from Troy, a proud public university that's been helping students achieve their career goals since 1887. Do what you love and be great at it. That's the warrior spirit. Learn more at troy.edu/workingwarrior.
Now back to Troy Trojan Vision News Weekly.
Troy University students get the chance to meet potential employers this Wednesday at the Spring Career Fair. We'll learn more about the fair in this week's Trojan Talk. Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. Today we'll be talking about the career fair happening for this spring. My guest today is Lauren Cole, coordinating all the career activities and career fairs here on campus. Thanks for joining me here today.
Thank you, yeah.
And we're talking about the Spring Career Fair. This is something you do twice a year. You do one in the fall and one in the spring. But I would think a spring career fair probably holds a little bit more weight, especially when it comes to those students that are looking for a job.
Yes, and I mean, those students are feeling a little more urgency, but those employers are ready to hire. So this is the perfect timing, the perfect opportunity for any student, especially seniors. They're about to graduate, but a lot of employers are interested in getting to know the students earlier and even maybe offering internships. So we really, ask all of the students to come, even if they're younger, lower classmen.
And of course, it's still a few more months until graduation.
That's right.
So
There's
I mean,
time.
there's some time, but does that timing, I guess, work out well to establishing those first connections with you trying to find those jobs?
Yeah, it does. A lot of summer internships are available, so that's a really good opportunity. And then even if it's not an internship, employers like to get resumes in the pipeline. They start to look at juniors and sophomores, you know, so that when they are ready to graduate, they're ready to hire them at that point.
And so let's talk a little about the mechanics of the career fair. We've had you on before, we've discussed this, but let's get it out of the way for those that need to know about what do they need to do to prepare. Especially we talked about these seniors, and they're looking for jobs, they're graduating, and we talk about this is like a job interview.
It is.
So how do they need to prepare to go to the career fair?
First impression is vital. So they've got to have a good professional resume. They can come by the Career Center and see us, or we're doing what we call a resume blitz. The Monday before the career fair, the 28th, we're going to be in the Trojan Center 224 just checking resumes. So come have your resume reviewed by a career professional, and then they need to be dressed professionally. It can be a full-out suit. It doesn't have to be, just something fairly professional so they make that good first impression. And then it does not ever hurt to look on our resource called Trojan Link on our website and look at the employers that are coming so you're not walking in there blind. Be a little bit familiar with the employers that are present.
And of course, if anyone goes to Trojan Link and sees those organizations, they can always come to you and ask questions specific about how they may fit in with some of those employers, right?
Yes, because they need to continue to follow up too. So we can help them do that. Meet them at the career fair, make that initial engagement with them, and then we can help them follow up since we have a relationship with them.
And of course, now, we talked about dressing nice and have the resume. Here's a question that I probably never asked you on here before, but about how many resumes, hard copies of a resume, should a student expect to take with them?
It varies, but the best thing to do is them do their homework and definitely have one for those companies they know they want to approach. I would have at least 25 or 30, just because if you've got 50 employers, you know, but as much time as they have to talk to as many employers. So, but look on Trojan Link and see how many you definitely want to give a resume to, and then put in maybe 10 more.
Yeah. Does it hurt to maybe hand a resume off to someone that's not on your list?
Not at all. I would really encourage students, don't be closed-minded. Don't just look at that and say, oh, that's not my major. It's all about networking. They might know somebody. They might be from the city you want to move to and have some contacts. So it's all about networking, and this is really good practice for students in approaching employers and practicing what we call the elevator pitch, that 30 seconds of explaining yourself professionally. So it's good on a whole host of reasons.
And of course, you've mentioned the blitz, the resume blitz, and the online resources, but leading up to the career fair, your office is open for them to get whatever kind of guidance, especially working on that elevator speech and some other questions and they may need, correct?
Yes, we're 104 Eldridge Hall. Come by anytime, 8 to 5. If we're not available, we'll schedule an appointment. And the evening before the career fair, 5:30 to 7, they'll see an email go out. Hawkins Hall, we're going to do a mixer with some of the employers that'll be at the fair.
Okay.
But it's kind of a smaller finger foods. It's going to be an employer panel too, where they can ask questions, but they can RSVP for that, and they'll see an email from our office.
Okay. And now for anybody who is interested, we haven't really gone over the time and date yet. So when when and where is it going to be?
March 30th, Sartain Hall from 10 to 3.
10 to 3. And we've talked about graduating seniors, but it's actually open to all students.
Anybody. It's a good experience.
And the underclassmen, it's a good opportunity just to see what's out there.
It's good practice and to see what businesses are hiring and internships.
And so, and especially for the internship, sometimes you get the early internships, you can go ahead and make those connections right away.
Yep.
So, and then once again, if they need any help from career services, where can they find
104 Eldridge Hall.
104 Eldridge Hall. Well, Lauren, here's hoping that students take advantage of the career services, even when there's not a career fair around. Y'all are available
anytime.
all year.
Yes, we're there to help.
All right. Well, Lauren, thanks for joining us, and good luck on the career fair.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk. And that's what happened on the fourth week of March 2016. To find out what's happening throughout the week, you can tune in to Troy TrojanVision News at 5, 6:30, and 10:30 Monday through Friday, or anytime by following us on Twitter at Troy TV News. You can also feel free to like our Troy TrojanVision News fan page on Facebook and see links to online content from Troy TrojanVision News. Join us again next week for another edition of Troy TrojanVision Weekly.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally. I did. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls.
But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that strollers have the right of way on a sidewalk?
Yes.
Yep, I did. Did you guys
Did you know that kids who eat breakfast have higher GPAs?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That's actually what I was going to say.
Did you know babies should never touch silver? It's really bad for them.
I knew that.
Did you guys know that statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
I'm putting that on my blog.
I just put it in mine.